We are outside the map, and if you love the idea of exploring Europe, but every time you search for destinations, you find the same old places: Paris, Rome, Barcelona. Stay with us, because today we'll show you equally beautiful alternatives, much less touristy and way more affordable, so you can discover another way to travel Europe. What almost no one tells you is that there are other cities just as beautiful, with far fewer people, and at much more accessible prices. Today we bring you more surprising options, hidden gems that can replace, or even surpass, the most famous destinations in Europe. We already have a video on the channel with similar comparisons, so at the end we'll leave you that video so you don't miss it. Barcelona is one of the most visited destinations in Europe, and it's easy to see why. Unique architecture, beaches, nightlife, history tapas, but also crowds, sky-high prices, and endless lines for almost everything. Even off-season, it can feel overwhelming. The alternative? Two Spanish cities that offer different yet equally charming experiences: Cádiz and Girona. Cádiz, in the south, is one of the oldest cities in Western Europe. It has the sea, narrow streets steeped in centuries of history, and an authentic local vibe. Instead of large tourist groups, you'll find plazas where people spontaneously sing flamenco, markets with fresh fish at affordable prices, and beaches that don't need any filter. Plus, it's much cheaper for accommodation and food. Girona, on the other hand, is located in northern Catalonia, just an hour from Barcelona, and has a historic center that looks like it came straight out of a medieval movie. In fact, it was a filming location for Game of Thrones. Its Jewish quarter, walls, and cathedral all retain an intimate and peaceful atmosphere. And if you love gastronomy, it's a hidden paradise. There are top-notch restaurants that are much more affordable than those in Barcelona. As if that wasn't enough, Girona is very close to the Costa Brava. With dreamlike beaches and incredible coves, both cities preserve the essence that made Spain famous, but without the tourist noise or outrageous prices. If you're looking for history, beauty, beach, and authenticity without paying the price of being in the postcard, Cádiz or Girona could be your best plan. Another incredible city is Amsterdam, synonymous with canals, bicycles, museums, flowers, and freedom, but also with massive tourism, sky-high prices, and accommodations that are impossible to find unless you book months in advance. In high season, walking through the city center can be a challenge with crowds, lines, and tourist vendors everywhere. Want that Dutch atmosphere but without the hassle? Welcome to Utrecht. Just 25 minutes by train from Amsterdam, Utrecht is a hidden gem, little known outside the Netherlands. It has equally picturesque canals, but with a special feature: its terraces right at water level, giving it a unique charm. It also boasts medieval houses, Gothic churches, open-air markets, independent cafes, street art, and a large young population thanks to its university. The best part? It's not only quieter, but also more affordable. Eating out, lodging, and getting around the city cost much less. And since it's not overcrowded, you can enjoy it with a more relaxed pace. Even for museum lovers, Utrecht offers the Railway Museum, the City Museum, and even a museum dedicated to illustration and children's books. Plus, it's an excellent base to explore other parts of the country without facing the chaos of Amsterdam. If you're looking to experience the Dutch lifestyle with a more genuine, local, and laid-back rhythm, Utrecht is one of those cities that surprises, and that many people keep coming back to. Another example is Santorini, a living postcard. White houses with blue domes, epic sunsets, and cliffs overlooking the Aegean Sea. But it also means crowded streets in Oya, sky-high prices, and an experience that sometimes feels more like a theme park than a Greek island. If you're looking for what Santorini offers, Cycladic beauty, deep blue seas, and tranquility, but with authenticity and more reasonable prices, then you have to discover Paros. Paros is one of the best hidden gems of the Cyclades. It has white and blue villages like Nausa or Parikia, harbors with fishing boats, crystal-clear beaches, and narrow streets where bougainvillea seems to hang from the sky. But without the feeling of being in an artificial tourist site, here, life flows at its own pace. Prices are reasonable, and you don't have to fight for a spot to watch the sunset. Plus, Paros has something Santorini sometimes lacks: wide, soft, sandy beaches. You can rent a scooter, explore the island in a day, or even cross over to the small Antiparos by mini ferry. It's perfect for both relaxing and exploring. Want to live the Greek dream with the same charm but more relaxed, local, and affordable? Then leave the postcard behind and go live the island. We already know it. Prague is a fairy tale city, medieval towers, cobblestone streets, an impressive castle, and cheap beer. But success has its price. Today, Prague is one of the most touristy cities on the continent. For much of the year, the city center is overcrowded, and every corner feels more like a movie set than a living city. If you want to experience the bohemian charm of the Czech Republic without the tourist crowds, Český Krumlov and Pilsen are two wonderful alternatives. Český Krumlov is like a mini Prague frozen in time. Its old town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, surrounded by a horseshoe-shaped river and dominated by a castle that looks like it came out of a fantasy book. Everything is walkable. And although it receives visitors, it maintains a slow, authentic pace. It's ideal for strolling without rush, with that feeling of discovering something hidden. Pilsen, on the other hand, is more urban and famous for one big reason: beer. It's the birthplace of the original Pilsner, and you can visit the legendary Pilsner Urquell brewery with underground tunnels and historic tastings. But beyond the beer, it boasts fascinating architecture, huge squares, and a very vibrant local life. Both cities let you see another side of Bohemia, equally rich in history, more affordable, and above all, with much more space to enjoy. Let's continue. London is a global metropolis full of history, culture, and vibrant life at every turn. World-class museums, neighborhoods full of personality, and a cultural calendar that never stops. But it's also a huge, expensive city packed with tourists. From transportation to meals, everything in London can quickly drain your wallet. And many times you feel more like a number in the crowd than a visitor enjoying the city. If you're looking for a European experience rich in history, architecture, and youthful atmosphere, but much more relaxed and affordable, Krakow is a gem you have to discover. This Polish city preserves a perfectly restored old town, with medieval squares, Gothic churches, and lively cafes. Krakow strikes the perfect balance between heritage and modernity, but with a much lower cost of living than London. The food is delicious and cheap, the accommodations are comfortable and affordable, and the people tend to be warm and welcoming. Moreover, the city is a vibrant cultural hub with music, art, and festivals all year round, but without the tourist saturation you find in the big capitals. Paris is, without a doubt, one of the most famous destinations in the world. Its iconic monuments, fashion, cafes, and romance make it a dream for many, but the reality can be tough. Crowds, very high prices, and an experience that can sometimes be exhausting due to the number of tourists and urban stress. If you're looking for that French atmosphere, rich in history, gastronomy, and charm, but without the chaos or excessive costs, Lyon and Toulouse are options that will surprise you. Lyon is considered the gastronomic capital of France. Its old town streets, markets, and traditional bouchons offer an authentic culinary experience without the Parisian crowds. The city's historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it has a vibrant atmosphere thanks to its student and artistic life. Here, you can enjoy a calmer pace, more reasonable prices, and plenty of beauty. Toulouse, known as the Pink City because of its terracotta brick buildings, combines history, culture, and modernity. With a relaxed and cheerful vibe, Toulouse is perfect for lovers of architecture, jazz, and local gastronomy. Less touristy than Paris, it has markets, squares, and hidden corners to discover at your own pace. If you want to learn more about this city, don't miss our complete guide. It's very useful when planning your trip. Another option, Munich is synonymous with beer, Oktoberfest, Bavarian architecture, and a vibrant cultural scene. As one of Germany's largest and most touristy cities, Munich attracts millions every year with its museums, palaces, and proximity to the Alps. But fame also brings high prices, especially for accommodation, restaurants, and tourist attractions. Additionally, the city can feel crowded during peak season, sometimes diminishing the authentic travel experience. In contrast, Dresden is a lesser-known but equally impressive gem. Situated on the banks of the Elbe River, this city reflects a fascinating history and stunning Baroque and Renaissance architecture. Dresden was meticulously rebuilt after World War II, and its old town is filled with palaces, churches, and museums that rival those of Munich, but without the crowds and at much lower costs. Dresden offers a peaceful atmosphere, perfect for those who enjoy relaxed strolls along cobblestone streets, discovering art and culture at a leisurely pace, and tasting Saxon cuisine in authentic yet affordable restaurants. The Elbe River and the gardens of the Zwinger Palace create a picturesque setting to explore, while the city also hosts music festivals and charming Christmas markets with genuine character. Unlike the big capitals overcrowded with tourists, where sometimes you're just another number, in cities like Cadiz, Český Krumlov, or Paros, the locals welcome you with a warm smile and genuine curiosity. This closeness creates bonds, and that direct contact with people generates memories that last far beyond the image of a building or a landscape. It's a journey that touches your heart and opens your mind. Sometimes, the language barrier disappears over a glass of wine or a typical dish, and the human connection becomes the true driving force of the trip. This human experience makes travel more than just a tourist itinerary. It's a deep and enriching human adventure that changes the way you see the world. Do you agree? Instead of accumulating destinations, it's about immersing yourself, living each place slowly, appreciating its details and essence. It's about choosing walkable and welcoming cities where you can get lost in alleys without hurry and discover small cafes, local markets, or parks where you can sit and watch everyday life. Destinations like Girona, Utrecht, or Český Krumlov offer that ideal atmosphere for a slow and authentic exploration. Now, if you still don't want to miss out on the beauty of Europe's most iconic cities, don't hesitate to check out our video with all the tips you'll need to avoid the tourist crowds. But before that, if you found this video helpful or enjoyed it, please give us a like and send it to that person you're thinking of traveling off the map with. Now, here are more recommendations like these and additional tips. Don't forget to subscribe to help us keep growing.